Hello there, YouTube. It's been a while, but Lights Out Ace is back. I was moving over the last week, and then I took 4 days for to get in here and get the internet hooked up. Then I've had to like clean stuff. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a blank room with a bunch of junk in it. We're still in the middle of setting stuff up, but you know, I got the internet now. I've got some spare time. It's time to jump back to the Eternal, and this is the deck that I used the last time that I played ranked last season, which was 2 weeks ago, but I got to rank 4 with it, and at the end of the season, despite not playing for the last 2 weeks, I end up in 9th, I believe. Might have to check the May standings again, but pretty sure it was 9th. So the general idea is to play Combrei and get them dead. So we're playing like aggressive cards, Awakened Student, Record Keeper, you know, Sandstorm, Titan. He has more strength than cost in power. And then really this deck is abusing several cards I think are well positioned, namely Stand Together, Auric Record Keeper, which is basically immune to Silence and Hailstorm, Finest Hour, which I think is excellent, and then Parliament and Amilli are flying threats that also are good into the late game, and then Predatory Carnosaur, who is just the nut. I mean, as everybody else figured out last weekend in the Invitational, where we saw that kind of crush. And so the reason to play this over a deck like TJP or Argenport or Praxis is that it's a little bit lower to the ground. We've got a lot of 3-drops, like Desert Marshal can be a 2-drop. We don't have too many expensive cards. We're nice, smooth 2 factions. I even put a couple of Crest in here. Not sure if this is right. They make your power depleted sometimes. You don't generally want depleted power. But yeah, smooth power base, 2 factions, very consistent. You're not going to flood too much. You're not going to screw too much. You got some cards that are good when you flood out more than TJP does or Argenport. You've got some cards that can go over the top. Having some big flyers is nice. I think Amilli is much better than World Bear Behemoth because flying is super important. And Amilli also snowballs better when you're not playing cards like Mystic Ascendant. And I think that cards like Mystic Ascendant, like stuff that you need to ramp into with World Bear Behemoth, are just really poorly positioned. Like almost unplayable. I don't want to be playing World Bear Behemoth in anything. So, yeah, had a lot of success with this a couple weeks ago. I don't think the ladder could have changed that much to make it not good. So I'm just going to run it through a couple of games here in the new season and kind of show off that maybe Combrei has legs in 2018. So the hand just didn't have enough power, didn't have any early cards, and this hand is excellent. We've got Awakened Student on 2 and 3. And then some powerful plays later. Assuming I find another time, but like 2 faction. If I draw any more power, it's probably going to be time. So should be good. So what up, Lord Erebus? I'm going to have to lead on Seat of Progress since I do not have an undepleted time source. So I can't play Crest on one. But I'll be able to play Waystone, Student, and then Student, Crest of Vengeance. Should be good. Not going to block here. Just going to take the damage, race back with my students, plural. Going to play student over Siraf so that I can play 4-drop on 4. And because, of course, student is better the earlier you play it because it gets bigger as the game goes on. And he's not even going to be able to attack here, so just super good for me. Stand Together. Well, I am against Argenport, so I think I actually don't want that. So Stand is fine against Argenport. Like you can protect a guy against a Slay or a Vanquish or a Suffocate or whatever. But the way that my curve is developing, I'm not gonna have a chance to like play a guy and leave up Stand on the same turn. So I just want to draw more units or like Finest Hours type of stuff. I just want to have all proactive plays. And opponent is powered down, so I'm going to play this Titan pre-combat to hide any pauses. My opponent doesn't know if I have a stand or a Finest Hour. Just keep it secret. And another reason about on that stand is that if I find a 6 power, I get to play Carnosaur on curve, which is an extremely strong play. It makes it so that a Tavrod can't block the turn it comes down, for instance. Alright, Varzer in my face is extremely weak, and I think I just win the game now. Grow my guys, smash in there. You can't block either one. You get to play another 5-6. And now even a Tavrod coming down has to block something, and then I can finish it off with Carnosaur. So, should be good. All right. 7-6 Interrogator is pretty good. takes one. So if I slam with everything, he can eat one guy, then has to just like chump everything else. I am willing to sacrifice a guy for that. He goes to 3, and he's just dead in the skies. I guess Bloodletter. Well, okay, not dead in the skies of a Titan, but I guess Bloodletter is a thing to possibly be afraid of. If I ever draw a power, I just get the Carnosaur or something and slam in. I don't know. I feel very good about this. All my guys are bigger than all of his guys. Okay, so there's the Bloodletter. So I cannot kill it. So I should just take this. It's a 13. I have 13. So he has to chump. Takes 8. I'm just going to play the Record Keeper. It's the biggest. And also if I chump, it grows on my other guys. So I could lose the Devil Removal spell here. Could have been a reason to chump with Vulcan Forcer, but I think making it so that all my guys are lethal is more important. Wowza, okay. 5, 9, 12. So I could just double block, Finest Hour, get rid of this. Otherwise, if I chump, he goes to 18. I've got 5, 10, 13, 10, 13, 14, 17 damage, 1 off. So I think I should block with just this. So I could trade everything off, but then I'd only be able to hit him down to 10, and then like a Tavrod becomes frightening. You know, let's just go here. So now if I draw another power, this is lethal? No, or not. But I can attack with everything, play 2 guys. I'll have plenty of blockers. Make a trade if he wants. I'm going to let it happen. It's going to take a 3rd Bloodletter to get him out of this. Alright, let's see what you got over there, Mr. Argenport man. Okay, just that. So I'm just going to block here. Something that gives Overwhelm in Argenport. Okay, slay the 6/7. Ooh. Alright, see, here's where the Crest bites me. This was undepleted. I could just kill this thing and win. So what should I do? I'm going to have to chump with my Siraf. I'll lose. If I attack, I lose to 3rd Slay. I think I'm okay losing to 3rd Slay. Attack with both, and he blocks here. He's fine. So yeah, I have to just attack with this, and that's it. He obviously chumps. Alright, well, chalk up a point for cut Crest for Sigil. Alright, yeah, and Inquisitor's Blade, that'll do it. Alright, so if I had if I had double blocked plus Finest Hour, triple carded, traded like 3 for 3, I guess. I could have killed that guy, and it would have turned out that all my opponent had left was like a Slay and 2 weapons. Or no, they had 2 more guys. They had another Interrogator, another Carnosaur Paladin. They would have been able to not chump block with one of them. So, my play was a little bit aggressive because I was banking on drawing a power and then not having another guy. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was right to just chump and not trade everything in, since I had so many draws to just win the game, blocking with just the Record Keeper that turn. And then also if I had ever found like a Vanquish or Desert Marshal or something, obviously I was just completely fine. Okay, this only has 2 power, but it does have Student Vulcan Forcer on the draw, and that's like my strongest 2 and 3 drop, pretty much. I mean, I have a ton of powerful 3 drops, so it's not like having a 3 drop in hand is a reason to keep it, but having a 2 drop in hand is a reason to keep it, as this is much stronger than Desert Marshal. Yeah, I think I pretty much needed to draw Vanquish to win that game. Early strategize, so my opponent either is digging for power or just cast strategize because they could, and if it's the latter, I think it's a mistake. I think in general people don't hold strategize long enough. Like if you don't know what you're looking for or what you don't want specifically from your hand, you just not cast strategize. It's okay to not cast it. Like if you're playing strategize in your deck, you're not a deck that's like super focused on tempo generally. So it's okay to like not play on curve. And like it's not like you're getting ahead by playing a shed as in turn 2 anyways. Alright, well, 3 draws, 3 whiffs, so Awakened Student into a Hailstorm it is. Did they play? Yeah, they did play. So it's not this. Justice is not just for crests. They actually are a 3-faction deck. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Normally these decks are very good matchups. You can go like 2, 3, 4 and stand together, but obviously that didn't come together. I kept a bit of a speculative hand, and it looks like it's second blues list with alright, yeah. We'll just cut this off now and cut off 10 minutes of pain or so. So if there was a power, or if there's 2 power in my top 4, I guess, I don't know. Basically, if I hit my power drops, those Awakened Students would have just crushed him, but I didn't. It happens. I died. Kept a bit of a speculative hand, but I think in general that 2 power on the draw with Awakened Student is going to be a good hand, and that you should keep that hand, even though I got punished for it there. But, I mean, again, this hand is good. 2-drop, 3-drop. Deck is just like low curve and consistent. Does what you want it to do. Well, I guess I say that after 2 games in a row where it didn't do what I want to do. Like one where it never drew an interactive spell, and then one where I never drew a 3rd power. But all right, yeah, TJP. There, see, this is the sort of matchup where we play guys and we beat down and we get them. Even if I don't draw power for a long time now, I've still got like plenty of good plays. Wait, find the way? Oh, geez. So he's like temporal. I have no idea what this could mean. Alright, well, eat your heart out, Hailstorm. He's gonna be dead before he can Harsh Rule. Just to get beat down. So he's gotta have some like Permafrost or something, and then I've got Desert Marshal. If he just finds the way and Seek powers, he's gonna be dead. Equivocate, I guess, keep him alive. Alright, so game over. Didn't have the power to just kill him right here, but he's not going to be able to beat 2 Desert Marshals with his deck that's leaning heavily on Harsh Rule. Well at 2 health. Okay, well, and he just has nothing ever. This is pretty typical of Temporal, I think. Like, you must Harsh Rule on 5 or you just die because you spend so much time spinning your wheels, and sometimes even the Harsh Rule on 5 isn't enough. Alright, finally got that first win. Took a couple of tries, but we got there. It's also a good ladder deck because all the games are so fast. Like it's been going for like 13 minutes, but a couple of those are me talking about the deck in my house and stuff. It's probably like 10 minutes, played 3 games, or rolling a solid 3.5 minutes per game. I do need to start keeping track of the Crest versus just another Sigil thing, though. So far, 1-4. If it was just another Sigil, we would have won a game. This deck is still a work in progress. I'm only like 30 games into it. Man, oh man. You win 1 game and suddenly your MMR is super high and you get long queue times. What is this? I guess it is kind of late at night on a Tuesday, but... should be some people over here. Talk to me. So other considerations for cards in this deck that I'm not playing are Auric Runehammer, but when Pacifier's around I don't want to be playing that. Xenon Initiation, but I think Vanquish is better right now. And instead of Parliament and Titan, instead of Titan you could play Unseen Commando, and if you do that you might swap Parliament out for something else as well. Alright, get the 3rd time for Carnosaur and the 3rd Justice for Amilli. It's got it all. Alright, opponent is on Skycrag. It's very likely I'm going to want to play this Marshal here, and I don't need to seek to have power for the next couple turns, so I'm just going to wait. Oh, they are not playing Skycrag at all. Well, I'm just going to play this Marshal and attack for 2 then. Looks like they have a torch. See if they play it here. If they're a moment, then like Marshal isn't very good anyways, so Don't really care about it. Alright, so actually if I get time here, I can gain 2 instead of gaining 1. With no rune hammers in my deck, that's better. The 2 health is better than 1 armor, that is. Alright, so if they have an Equivocator or Permafrost for my Amilli, this is not going to be good. It's going to have nothing. But I guess I can kill the first play with Vanquish. Yeah, I mean, Crest wasn't helpful there, but I'll keep a dude. Just keep any dude. There's Titan. So I think I'll Vank plus Enforcer. I don't see the need to slam Amilli immediately. Although, then I lose both my guys to Hailstorm. Maybe I should play Amilli. Nah, he might use a removal spell on the Vulcan Enforcer. And if it is Hailstorm, then whatever. These are my only 2 cards that die to it. Well, and Awakens Dude. And hitting these power isn't too terrible since I have Parliament and Siraf. A way you can win the long game against Control is to Parliament stand together on 8. It's a pretty sick combo. Alright, I am not going to wait until 8 to play Amilli plus stand together, so I'm just going to run out there. If it gets equivocated, I'll just replay the 5-drop next turn. Right, they've got a Find the Way there, most likely. Permafrost, sure. Yep, Find the Way. Alright, so Moment at 3-4 now. Not very big. Got 1 depleted Sigil in hand. Play this because of Parliament. If I draw Parliament now, I'd probably just win the game. They're not beating that. And this thing did 10 damage. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I'm not going to protect that. That's fine. It's just a 2-1. Even as a 3-2, it's not doing anything. Stand. Okay. So I only play 3 stands, too. You can get flooded on them. Like, a lot of times you're curving out and don't have time to hold it up against like other mid-range decks. Like against Control, usually you can just like play a couple guys, and instead of playing a guy, play a stand. But in decks like this, you often don't get the luxury. Alright, Mullet and Nikova, powerful one. But now it's on the ground. Alright, I guess I'll block Heartleval, try to eat it. Then I might get equivocated and lose though. If he equivocates pre-combat, then I guess I get him. I still also take 8 from Mullet. Oh, he just has another equivocate. Okay. So I am at 2. And dead to most anything here. What could save me? I guess Parliament. No, that'd be 2 chumps. Vanquish. No, I'm dead. Okay. I'm like actually literally dead. There's nothing I can draw there. Yeah, if you give Moment time to do its thing, all I had for the middle 5 turns was Desert Marshal, and then 3 turns later an Amilli, and 3 turns later Titan. I got to kind of have it away with me. You know, it's just too much support and not enough beef. Get it? Because he's a Minotaur? Okay. Got 4 power. I don't have a thing until turn 4. Right now I don't even have that. Maybe he takes the Seek to try and screw me, but I assume he takes the Parliament. No, it does take the Seek. Sick. Alright, now that was good for me. That worked out very well, actually, because I have plenty of power. Alright, I'm probably just gonna trade Marshal for that. I'm gonna play this in case I draw a seat. I don't care about gaining the 2 health. They don't have any fast interaction, so might as well pop the Aegis in case there's a Finest Hour. They didn't have that. That's good. Alright, they are stuck on 2. Right, no, they're not. Never mind. Okay, and I'm not stuck either. take it. I don't have any more power in hand, so I'm definitely not going to wait till 8th. I'm just going to get something on the board. If this gets slayed or whatever, at least it takes up their whole turn. Alright, so Desert Marshal can nom that up. And I'll even have the stand together to protect this. So, well, he just can't attack, I guess. If he plays like a weapon on it, I can find a tower and eat it. Okay, find another power. Sabotage. So if he... probably gonna take stand. Yeah, I guess I just play it. Sucks I can't get this guy too, but I guess let's play both of them. The Marshal will have to wait. Alright, Sabo got me. Okay, so these things attack as 4/5s now, so I still have the block. Plus the backup Finest Tower. Alright, so let's try and hold him off now. Plays a weapon, I get to eat it up pretty nicely here. 6, 7, 8, boy. Chomp. Feels good. Actually, I could have played this and attacked. Alright, and now I think I do it. If he kills this, he gets to steal 3 life from me. I think that's fine. The upside is oh so very high. So I'm just going to slam the Amilli. See where it takes me. So if he slays this, takes up his whole turn, he like hits me for 3, whatever. Eventually I drop power and just Carno this. I've got a Desert Marshal for Tavrod, so that's not really a thing to concern myself about. So let's just eat this up. Got 11 on board. 3 more turns with the Desert Marshal for backup. It's a rule spell that can't get saboed. Predatory Carnosaur, pretty good. I've heard some good things about this Predatory Carnosaur card. That's why we play 4. Sometimes you just draw them back to back and you murder people. Alright, well, it feels good to have a game where we kind of get to roll over the opponent after all those games of getting beat up. Feels good. I guess I didn't have a 3-drop there. Generally have a 3-drop though, at the very least. There's Enforcers, Siraf, Record Keeper. There's like 12 of them. It's a lot. And like I said, you could even cut Titan for Unseen Commando if you wanted, but this way you dodge Hailstorm, and most of your units are resilient to silence. Like, if you silence a Record Keeper or a Titan or a Siraf, like, they're still solid beaters. What's happening here? Yeah, I like it. Playing Marshal just because I need another 2-drop mostly. Alright, this doesn't have time, so I am throwing it back. Maybe some Tony G commentary on the deck. Yeah, so like you don't really have a good 2-drop beyond Awakened Student in Combrei. I feel like so it's a 5th power, but I need a 3rd Justice. Plus I've got mini draw steps to find power, so I'm gonna bottom that. Temple Scribe just doesn't match up against anything anymore. Like, there aren't decks that are playing big ground guys you need a chump block, really. And, yeah, we talked about this earlier. I don't think that, World Bear Behemoth is any good. I think you need the evasion from Amilli. I'll talk to Tony. So, power up. I think hang back to block since I just have such a powerful late game going on here. If I just go Titan Amilli, and block all the way. Like, Hideout Pistol doesn't even kill this guy. Monocup Titan to Amilli seems good. Yeah. So to that point, where the evasion is negated, ooh, Stone Scar Sneak, spicy. That frequently doesn't matter because when you need to take to the air with your Amilli, you have 8 silences. The Angry Chicken is, I believe, the name of that play. Alright, so Stone Scar Sneak can go on Champ of Glory and smash here if he wants. And I think I'm just going to take it here. It's a little bit scary for me to block because then a Finest Hour or a Torch... Well, Torch wouldn't do it, but Finest Hour specifically would really tear me a new one. So I'm going to attack with Titan here. A double block I'm fine with. It gets rid of the scary guy. And he can't activate both of these. Alright, and then I'm just going to play an Amilli. And now I can block. I just have enough butts, I guess, that even a Finest Hour will result in a dead Champ of Glory. Right, but opponent just doesn't even want to attack, so that's fine. Okay. So, this might be a game where I'm going to silence my own Titan, like I was just saying. So if I attack now, he can double block and I just trade it for, like, Champion of Glory or well, I would trade it for Champion of Glory. We're going to do as much less scary, because quick draw is terrifying. Yeah, I'm just going to play another Amilli here, end the turn. Next turn I'm going to silence my Titan, smash for a bunch of damage. Just make a board stall and win it. Classic Combrei. So what Combrai's been doing since 2016. Alright, an opponent drew 6 power, which is way more than they can use. Oh, sure, they get the double sneak. Yeah, you got a 9-3. So I'll just trade a ground guy for it. He's powered down. So he can't kill both. Yeah, that seems good. So he just kills one of them. Gets to gain 9. And I just swing back with actually everything. He just doesn't have any blocks. I don't even need to silence my Titan. That's a good way to give him a million endurance. That'd be pretty good. Look at this. Look at this. Got Valkyries for days. He just takes it all. Alright. I guess that's fine. Well, now I can't silence my own Titan to get in with the Amillis, but now I don't have to. Yeah, Bandit Queen, sure. He's gonna slam with everything. Alright, so silence this, it becomes a 2-1, which doesn't give me a good block, really. So I think I want to silence one of the Stone Scar sneaks. Let's see if he has a pause here. Does not, so I'll block. Okay, yeah. I think he was dead anyways, even if I didn't have the Marshal, but the Marshal was just icing on the cake. So yeah, there was a few games with what I like to call medium Combrei, or just to goof around, think you can escape me, since it plays Desert Marshal. It was surprisingly uncommon, considering I think the card is still very powerful. And so you got to kind of see how it wins, got to see how it loses. I think the deck is powerful. I've had a lot of success with it. This was my worst run with the deck that I've had. But like I said, I've only played like 30-some games with it. But yeah, I think that it definitely has more legs than the absolutely zero play that Combrei sees nowadays. And if we can get some more eyes on it, some more people playing it, I think that it can definitely become a contender up there with Praxis, Argenport, TJP. I think it has its own strengths with the more late game cards, the nice undepleted power, and Predatory Carnosaur being a nice fun card to combine with the stand together plus small guys angle. Just another way to really push the tempo and drive the nail in when you're ahead. So until next time, that's Medium Combrei. I'm Lights Out Ace. Like, subscribe, etc. The Standard Shills. Hit me up on Twitter. And shout out to Tony G for beginning the work already. So peace.